What's going on, guys? What's going on, Ty Squad? What's going on, everybody? So, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves. This was probably going to end in 5. It was another blowout. And we have to give credit where credit is due. Shea is the MVP. We know that is the MVP. We know SGA is the MVP this year, which he's most deserved. But when you have to win at home, and I think Shea said it best that they didn't want to go back to Minnesota. Like, let's not get it wrong here that the Minnesota Timberwolves are a good NBA team. They're a good NBA team. And when you have the OKC Thunder winning a game like they won last night, yes, you can say they beat they beat they beat all the teams. Like, you can say that. But when you have when you have SGA going off for 34 and 14, 25% from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. This is why I think Shea deserved the MVP and now going to the NBA Finals. Because if you could say that OKC is going to the NBA Finals since 2012, which we all know that Miami Heat team beat the James Harden, Kevin Durant, Westbrook, that OKC team back in 2012 with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh. If you could say this OKC team is different. This OKC team is definitely different because when we look at this, we can say that OKC won this game like they lost game 4 in Minnesota. Like, they lost game 3, in Minnesota. But you can say that after that loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, that we knew that OKC was going to take it. Because when you have Shea having the game that he did with 34 points, 8 boards, 7 assists, he was the MVP. He's getting everything done here. He's getting the MVP. He got in the MVP this year. And, like, you have Alex Caruso playing 24 minutes, an NBA champion that been to the finals, that won a championship with the Lakers in 2020. This OKC team is going to win the finals. They look like they are going to win the finals. But when you have Chet, when you have Lou Dort, when you have SGA, when you have Alex Caruso, like, you have a legit chance to win a championship here. And when we look at the Timberwolves side of here, like, we have to, like, Mike Conley didn't score any points, had a bad shooting night with 21 minutes, 1 assist. And like the Minnesota Timberwolves hold it Anthony Edwards to 19 points. I mean the OKC Thunder hold it him to 19 points. This is something that OKC can do if this team was built probably in like if we saw a team like this that had good chemistry, that played good basketball, that liked doing interviews together. Because this team, every time it seems like this team enjoys being around OKC's team. Looks like they enjoy being around another, and this chemistry that OKC has is just something that we haven't seen. Because if we saw a team like OKC did with the same front office, with the same front office, like Sam Presti has done a good job with the OKC Thunder. Because if we can go back to 2012 and look back when OKC lost to the Miami Heat, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh that year, we would be not sitting here today. We would be sitting here today and saying if OKC didn't win, that the Minnesota Timberwolves took them. But when we look back at this, you let OKC score 124 points, and you loaded the Timberwolves to 94. I would say if this, nobody thought that anything. Nobody thought that this would end in 5. Nobody thought that. Everybody probably thought this was going to end at 4 or in 7 because we seen how the OKC Thunder pushed the Denver Nuggets to 7 games. Like, OKC pushed the Denver Nuggets to 7 games. Like, if this OKC team does win the NBA Finals, like, does. I'm not saying is, because we do not know who they're going to face in the NBA Finals yet, either the Pacers or the Knicks. It will probably be the Pacers. But if I say this, is that going to the NBA Finals, seeing a young OKC team, if they win, when we look at their roster, like, you got Alex Caruso, you got Lou Dort, you got Chet, you got Shea. Like, you traded for Shea in that Paul George trade, which it now seems like that Paul George for Shea trade worked out for OKC. It didn't work out for the Clippers because the Clippers only got to 1 West Conference Finals with Kawhi and Paul George. But I know I'm getting off topic there. But back to OKC. If OKC wins the finals, like, we could say this probably would be the youngest team ever to win the finals. Because you have SGA joins LeBron James, Michael Jordan in 30 plus games with 5 assists. That company joining the greats of LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and now Shea joins that group with most 30-point games and assists and most 30-point games in the playoffs with Michael Jordan and LeBron, and Shea joins that. Shea is probably gonna win the NBA Finals. OKC might win the NBA Finals because we know if they win the NBA Finals, we don't know how this OKC team will look like going into the future. Will they keep the entire team the same? Will they run it back if they win the NBA Finals? Because if you win the NBA Finals, there's going to be questions like who's going to get paid on that team? One contract can change the whole scenario of the team, or one trade can change the whole scenario of that team. And I think not like trading for Alex Caruso, for Josh Giddey, to make this OKC Thunder team a better team than it is right now is something I'm not saying like making a trade if they win the NBA Finals. That's going to be the big question. Who does the Thunder keep? Because we've seen the Thunder trade away James Harden after they made the NBA Finals. So like one trade, if OKC wins the finals and they decide to make a trade, one trade could change the whole factor of that team if they win the NBA Finals. But with OKC, you can say that OKC could possibly win the NBA Finals, win the NBA Finals because this team is something special, that this team likes being around each other. This team likes having fun. Like, we see that. We don't see a team that likes having fun, likes doing interviews together, likes joking around. We don't see teams like that. Like, we see certain teams like do that, but we don't see certain chemistry like have the chemistry that OKC has with this young team. Because if this team does win the NBA Finals, the factor is about that is how is they going to win? Are they going to run this team back if they win, or are they going to like make a trade? Because like I said before, one trade can make a difference in on a team. And I feel like if this OKC team makes a move like this is not the way to go. This is a way saying we are a different kind of team. But when you hold Anthony Edwards, I definitely think I want to touch on Anthony Edwards for a minute. Anthony Edwards, I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, Anthony Edwards is a good NBA player. He is a superstar. He is a superstar because we've seen like Anthony Edwards beat Kevin Durant, beat LeBron and Luka, beat Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. Brett, I think what Anthony Edwards is doing is going through those challenges where we've seen the greats like Michael Jordan go through challenges against the bad boy Pistons, the Detroit Pistons. We've seen him go through challenges between the Celtics. We've seen Michael Jordan go through that. We've seen LeBron James go through his challenges in the NBA with the losing to the Celtics, losing to the Magic, winning, losing to the Warriors. We've seen um we've seen um we've seen Kobe lose to the Celtics in the 2008 Kobe the great Kobe Bryant losing to the Celtics in 2008. We've seen that. We've seen Kobe go through challenges. And I'm going to bring this up as well. We all go through challenges in life. So with Anthony Edwards losing in the West Conference Finals twice, 2 years in a row, losing in the West Conference Finals, losing in the West Conference Finals 2 years in a row. This is definitely what I'm about to say. This is just growing. He's growing as a player because he is a superstar. Because those superstars that we're seeing in the era right now, and that are coming up in this new era, Halliburton, SGA, Anthony Edwards, Victor. Like, when you look at the vets those guys have had, like Victor and Shea had Chris Paul. Like, I feel like Anthony Edwards needs that one vet that can help him learn. Because we seen Chris Paul, how he helped Victor Wembanyama. We seen how Chris Paul helped Devin Booker. We seen Chris Paul help Shea. I think Anthony Edwards needs that one vet in that locker room that can help him get over the hump. If that's like a Chris Paul, if that's like a Chris Paul. But I'm going to say this. Is that the only vet that Anthony Edwards has had, the only vet that he has had in his career was Patrick Beverley. Because Patrick Beverley, when he was in the NBA, he had that dog in him. Patrick Beverley had that dog in him where he was playing good defense. That is what Anthony Edwards had at the start of his career. And Anthony Edwards is still going to go through ups and downs because we all go through ups and downs. But back to the Thunder. I do think that that OKC is going to win the NBA Finals. It's going to be, I think they're going to win the NBA Finals. And I think that when we look at it from a standpoint, is that this OKC team, isn't going to back down. If we've seen the great head, like a different head coach for OKC, a different roster, if the way that the NBA is developed, if this was the same way as in 2012 or the 2000s, the way how the NBA has developed, like we seen Tim Duncan, we seen Shaq, we seen Kobe, we seen Steph change the game, LeBron changed the game, Dirk. Like if this was around the way that this game is developed, if this was around now, if this was around when those guys played, which LeBron, Steph are still playing, if this was around then, how the way OKC has played is playing, like, we would not say it would be totally different. We would say it would be different, but in a different way. But with this team, I'm saying, could win the NBA Finals. They just actually could, because when you look at it, OKC will either go against the Pacers. If that's the Pacers, yeah, you're going to have to go for Halliburton, who's ultimately, in my opinion, a superstar. We gotta start putting Halliburton in that conversation with superstars. We gotta start putting him in the conversation of superstars. Like when we look at that, we can say that this OKC's team could be the best OKC team that we could see, because they have a lot of draft picks. And if you have Shea, you have Chet, you have to build around your big three. Right now, I don't know who that third star is for OKC. I know that you have Chet, you have Shea, but whoever that third star is for OKC, if it's a different guy every single night, if it's Alex Caruso, those guys are going to step up. But guys, thanks for watching. Guys, stay blessed as you guys, never give up your dreams, and stay blessed, everybody, in peace.